The woman looks out on the gently lapping waves. She seems totally at peace, but as you approach, she turns to you with a cheerful smile.
Haven't seen you around here before. New? A prince, no less. Don't think I ever had the honor. Must be strange for you here among us poor folk. You here alone, Sir Prince?
She gives you a long look.
You keep them friends of yours close, eh? Some of us haven't got anyone at all anymore. Not much in this world someone you love can't make better. It's nothing. If I haven't learnt that by now, I haven't learnt anything at all. Used to be I had a family, a husband and a little boy. We were healers. Source was in our blood. Then they brought us here. I couldn't stop 'em from taking my boys from me when they did. Reckon they were cured. Maybe even released. Dunno why the Reds didn't take me too. Now I'm just waiting for 'em to call my name. Waiting and remembering. Poor fella. Can't imagine such a thing myself. Family's not supposed to do that.
She looks out over the waves. For a while, the sound of them lapping on the beach is the only thing you hear.
Don't we make for a fine couple? Here I am pining over my family. Here you are pining over yours. In such different ways, too.
Her eyes sparkle.
Kind of you to ask. Stefan, he was my little one. Smart as a whip and no less wicked. And my husband, he was called Felix. He was an expert healer. Could fix a broken bone in a short minute.
She talks for some time about birthdays, about Felix's prickly beard, about the skunk Stefan once dragged home for a pet. Joy radiates from her as she remembers. She places a warm hand on your shoulder.
What a gift to think of them. I'd like to give something to you too. A family recipe. One of Felix's best. He'd be happy to know it went to such a warm soul. Take care of yourself. You hear? You're a sweet one, Sir Prince.
The woman looks out on the gently lapping waves. She seems totally at peace, but as you approach, she turns to you with a cheerful smile.
Haven't seen you around here before. New? Well, don't worry. You here alone?
She gives you a...
Maybe you ought to give them. Maybe they mean something to you after.
Patience, Mal. Patience. Patience. Here you are. I wonder what keeps you. Tell me your tale. Ah, your tongue is not my tongue. Elves speak of here and now, not then and when. These words strike us strangely. Start from the beginning. Start from where you come. I see. Now tell me more. Tell me what you do. Tell me what you find. I understand. Now tell me how your story ends. I see it in your shoulders, the weight you carry. I hope your wish comes true. Take this rope. It is a gift. It is common, but it helps you lift burdens. It is nothing. Many fragments swirl on my shore. See what I gather. Mal. Patience.
This looks like the crate I'm after. Oh, but where are the contents?
Just as you're about to address the lizard, the Red Prince bars you with an outstretched arm.
This man is a dreamer. As you know, I need a word with him. You may wait here while I speak. Permission indeed.
He bids the dreamer stand up and pay attention, which he does in a grovelling and awkward manner. The dreamer then chews and swallows a handful of Drudene leaves before slipping into a trance-like state. He falls asleep. To your surprise, the Red Prince lies down and follows suit. After about half an hour, they wake up and begin to discuss what they saw in their dreams. The Red Prince pinches the bridge of his nose in apparent irritation before turning his back on the jabbering dreamer. You receive a withering glance in response.
A deserved bit of sarcasm, I suppose. But though this sting-tailed fellow may be a less than stellar specimen in the firmament of dreamers, the dreams themselves prove to be quite elucidating. Turns out I'm being hunted by an enemy I didn't know actually existed. The myth-shrouded House of Shadows. The dreamers, though, they're on my side, and they've visions of me on the throne. That's because you haven't seen that other world in all its glory. It is majestic, fit for a prince. Oh, I was born with the promise of an empire, and that promise will be kept. But to keep it, I must find a second dreamer, a greater one, a more experienced traveler of the dream world. Bahara is her name, and she resides in the swamplands east of the fort. So, let us make our escape and venture there post-haste.
You know, I could tell you all about swamp dreamers too if I chewed that much Drudene.
Oh, do hold your prickly tongue.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with a...
What's going
What? But I was... It was... Please, tell me. Tell me. Why did you wake me? I was so close, so close. And you smell of burnt hair and barren dreams. But I had the good breeding not to mention it. They don't call us dreamers for nothing, I'm afraid. My purpose is to dream, and for that I need to sleep. Now, if you'll excuse me. Oranges. Is that what he told you he's missing? Well, I suppose it's technically true. Though I'd guess Mr. Griff is more upset about the Drudene than the citrus. The Drudene Griff cleverly smuggles into the prison, of course. Stuffed inside the oranges. You don't think he'd really be so mad over a little missing fruit, do you? No, it's not the oranges, but the dreams he's after. Same as I, though. I have the right, the responsibility. Drudene, it makes you master of all you see when you sleep. The dreamer is not the play actor, but the playwright. It may be hard for you to understand, but my kind, we dream for the greater good. What we see can predict the truth, can even shape the truth. But we need... Before I was caught, before I was brought here, I saw a vision. The void woken, slain, divinity restored. But just as I was about to see how it happened, the Magisters beat down my door. This is my last chance to find out the secret, to find out how to save us all. So you see, I cannot give back the Drudene, not only for myself, but for all of us. My dreams are my gift. They may be our salvation, too. To save a life. Ah, that elven fellow in the cage, I suppose. I knew he'd been suspected, but it all seemed worth it if I could only dream again. Never mind. Take the oranges. The Drudene, that is. I'll find another way. Somehow.
Amid the squalor of Fort Joy, you suddenly spot an elf with diamond features, regal and radiant, but cold too, and sharper than any knife. She was the one who sat rolling dice in the ship that went under, deciding fates with every roll, or so she said. Her eyes are focused on a lizard some distance away, and you get the distinct feeling he's an unfortunate man indeed to be trapped in her tiger-like gaze. No sooner have these words left your mouth than she turns about and grabs you in a stranglehold. You feel the tip of a long needle being pushed a little ways into your neck.
You caught me off guard. No one catches me off guard. Better tell me who you really are, or this time I'll let my needle do the licking. But you did, and now the tables have turned. You look quite startled to me.
A push, a pivot, and now you suddenly face her, the needle still all too deeply embedded in the side of your throat. Despite the precariousness of your situation, you notice something that remained undetected in the gloom of the ship. A flaw in her diamond features. A curiously shaped scar on her left cheek.
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a bad old time, a lizard cut this thing, this living scar, into my cheek. The mark of a slave. But now I'm free, of sorts. And I've traced that lizard here, to Fort Joy. I intend to raise the subject with him.
She drives the needle in deeper and whispers.
In truth, it does not matter in the least who you really are. You saw me mark my prey. You could warn him, save him, or kill him before I get my chance. That makes you a liability. That makes you needle feed.
A bright sparkle of laughter follows your proposal.
Ha! How amusing. I admit I had not seen that twist coming. I was certain the pitiful begging was about to begin. Make your case and do it quickly. Why should I join you? Escape? How you do tickle me. Most of the misguided dears around here would argue such a thing is impossible. Well played. Oh, little needle mine, what should I do? Push or pull? The agony. You know what? Today is a rather fine day. Sunshine and an easy breeze. Yes, I'll let you live. I'll even agree to travel with you, provided we talk to that lizard I mentioned. I'm not quite sure the weather will save him.
With a casual flick of the wrist, she withdraws the needle from your neck and smiles, as if she just invited you to sit down for tea.
Let's discuss our respective roles then, shall we? You, me, and Death will be playing many a round of hide and seek. So, what role would you like me to play? As a rogue, my speciality is stealth, the quick silence of the dagger striking unseen. That said, I'm perfectly lethal, wielding any weapon, or my grace and finesse could make a cat's fur go green with envy. Go on, give me the details. Suits me fine. Lead on. Or better yet, let me take the lead. Then follow me.
You're not quite certain you'll ever sleep soundly with Sabine in any sort of proximity, but at least she's on your side, for the moment. As you're about to approach the lizard, Sabine cups your chin between thumb and index finger, then guides your eyes to hers.
Listen, I need to have a chat with this here morsel of flesh. He has wronged me once, but may just do right by me this time.
To your surprise, Sabine proceeds to throttle the unsuspecting lizard with one hand as she drives the tip of her needle into his lower belly with the other. Then the questions commence. You hear him yelp about the master, lone wolves, and a man called Griff. Then, quite suddenly, there's blood everywhere as Stingtail falls to the ground, face first into his own intestines. Sabine heaves a sigh of satisfaction, and as she wipes her needle clean, shoots you a cursory look.
Chat's over.
Demon elf, how dare you strike down a dreamer?
Such is my prerogative, Prince. And doubly so, my pleasure. Something on your mind? It's simple. He scarred me, so I scarred him. Extensively.
She defies you with devilishly innocent eyes.
Can you blame me? There it is. I was wondering when your spying would make an appearance. Anyway, what's dead is done, so let's move on, shall we? Despite my high hopes, this scar disfigures me still. You know what? I'm feeling a bit peckish. And Stingtail mentioned a cook, as it happens. Fellow named Griff. 2 birds, 1 stone. How about...
Patience, Mal. Patience.
Early memories are overshadowed by a terrifying death, a tempest of teeth, scales, and snarls. You never imagined it would end like this.
idea. He twists and rubs and tweaks the nubs. He strokes and pokes like all the blokes. He say he'll touch it all paid off. He pulls it out all dilly idea.
Oh, 10 bottles of mead, oh, 1,000 bottles of dust, 50 bottles of tears, oh.
He's gone, what? God!
The woman looks up as you approach, wiping her brow with a grease-blackened hand.
What do you need? Ha! The hammer got you curious. Yeah, funny name for a gal like that. When I knew her, oh, I dunno. She was a sweet soul. People do.
She nods once.
Clever lass, her. No wonder what Alexander sees in her. Question is...
The woman looks up as you approach.
What do you need? By all means, get an eyeful.
Fella can't hear himself think with all this racket. Day and night she hollers after that child. You hear that, Farah? You got to cut that out. What's happened to ya?
Known her all my life. Her little girl Irma, too. Farah was a straight-shooting woman in those days, but now she's madder than a cuckoo into ISIS loud.
Distraught don't even begin to... And there ain't no amount of...
I told him at noon exactly. Didn't I?
Irma, Mummy's right here. Where are you?
She's gone, Farah. Gone!
I'm not mad, darling. I'm not mad. Sweetheart, please, please, you must help me. No one here will help me. Not one of these bastards. A child is missing. My baby. Irma. She's called Irma. I haven't seen her in days.
She hasn't changed a bit.
I'm sick with worry. Completely sick. And no one in this damn camp will lift a finger to help me find her. I last saw her just here, near 3 days ago. She was playing with her little doll, and I was washing out her tunic. I turned from her for one moment, and she was gone. Left her doll behind, too. It's so unlike her. Yes, of course. Here, you should take it with you. When you find her, give her the doll and tell her, Mummy says this is for her little chicken, and it's time to come home. That's what I call her. My little...
She soaks up a steady stream of tears with her shirt sleeve.
She ought to come with you then. She ought to follow you back to me. This place turns people cold. Cold and wicked. That fellow Jeth over there speaks unutterable evil, but I can't move away from him. What if Irma comes back and I'm not here? You are an angel. Truly you are.
I don't think I ain't watching. That's your fifth blue just to this road.
What of it?
Irma?
Yeah, what of it?
Irma!
Hi.
Grab it in your
It's time to accept reality.
I told him at noon exactly.
Right
Didn't I?
Where are you?
Pipe down for her. It's time to accept reality. That's it. I call calls. Pay up.
I'm not mad.
You there? I'm looking for an inmate. He wears a large bronze ring with a dragon stamped into it. Name of Migo. Have you seen him? None of your business, inmate. Find me if you hear of a Migo. Otherwise, don't waste my time. Where is he?
Send us your children, your supplicants, and you divine.
Grab it in your gobblers, the both of you.
If you don't like the game, Topsy, you can fold.
No, just because the pair of you are filthy cheating liars don't mean I can't beat you.
A little respect for Griff's right hand, Topsy.
Right hand, one. Fella's got more right hands than an octopus.
That's it. I call calls. Pay up.
Greetings, child. You must be very far from your homelands indeed. Hurts to be so far from your loved ones, eh? I know the feeling. No one's truly fine alone. Greetings, child. Frightful far from home, ain't you? Visited your ancient empire myself a long time ago. The Divine's light sure shines on your kind. Troubles me to hear that. Now that the Divine has gone, our world's duller, darker than ever. Our Father, who presideth... Greetings, child. I find myself in your so-called divine lands, yet I feel his absence deep in my heart all the same. You may feel like an inmate here, but you and your captors are the same stuff, in race and customs. Greetings, child. I find myself in your so-called divine lands, yet I feel his absence deep in my heart. There's no rest for the wicked. There's plenty of rest for Lucian, my friend. So we ought to beg all the harder for his return.
Don't think I ain't watching. That's your fifth blue jester this round.
What of it? Looky, looky here, mates. A fresh face. We love fresh faces, don't we? Oh, yes, we do. Why don't you join us in a round of cards? First hands on the house. Chuff to you, Chief. Here are your cards. You're up first.
You glance at your hand. 2 purple monarchs. A hard hand to beat.
Well, that was easy. Looks like you'll have to pay your interment fee after all, Freshie. Blaming a bloke you just met for your misfortune, are ya? Ease off, or I'll go ahead and double what you owe. Well, ain't you the playful one, gorgeous? I like them.
He reaches towards you to take a card and... His purse slips easily into your palm, and you secrete it away.
Hey, hold on a darn minute there. These cards are marked. But you guessed that already, didn't ya? All right then, what am I holding? Wrong. You may be beautiful, but you've got the brains of an elf. Pay up now, or we'll have to play some other games with you, seeing as you're such a playful thing. Go on then. Whatever pennies you've got in your pocket ain't worth my breath. But don't you go telling Griff I was another inmate, but you wouldn't guess it. Right.
Huh? What you doing here? Didn't Griff already take one of them ears of yours? Hey.
I don't think I ain't watching. That's your fifth blue jester this round.
What of it?
Yeah, what of it?
I call court. Pay up. Keep walking, Freshie.
I don't think I ain't watching. That's your fifth blue jester this round.
What of it?
Yeah, what of it? Send us your children.
Ah, grab it in your gobblers, the both of you.
And you divine.
If you don't like the game, Topsy, you can fold.
No, just as the pair of you.
Farah. She ain't coming back.
Right hand, boy, winker. Fella's got more right hands than an octopus.
The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can hardly breathe.
Don't touch me. You're too close. This collar, this place, it's squeezing the life from me. Do you? You seem fine. Don't you feel how tight this collar is? And there's nothing we can do.
Her hands move again to her throat. She seems to try to make space between her neck and the collar, but there's no space to be made.
What of it?
Ah, grab it in your gobblers, the both of you.
If you don't like
The woman
game,
is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can hardly breathe.
How can you stand it?
This collar. It's...
Her hands move again.
It's bolted on there tight, ain't it?
Who in their right mind would think of a thing like this? Dallas, you maniac.
A single name throbs across your brain. Verdas, Verdas, Verdas! He must escape. He cannot die here. He cannot! You hear a small whimpering sound from behind a basket. You peer behind it and find a small human child holding her knees and trembling. The child quiets and seems comforted by your presence. She looks up at you with curious eyes. She nods.
What?
A wide smile cracks across her tear-streaked face, exposing a big gap where her two front teeth should be.
A pampered cow! You're funny. You can have this. I found it outside, but I can't read it yet. That's next year, and then I'll learn it.
The child wipes her eyes and, grinning, plunks herself down on the earthen ground. She starts tracing shapes, hearts, stars, and diamonds into the dirt.
Everything has a heart, except lizards, maybe. Maybe they do. I don't... Everything has a heart.
No, get out! You are not welcome here. Go, she-pig!
She eyes you suspiciously.
Please, please. Where is she? You go with us. Who are you? Are you from the shelter? She says nothing of another. Fire, alas! She is so late! Yes, Atusa. She is a lizard. She is a magister, but she is kind. She says there are many magisters who do not agree with the bishop. She says they bring us to safety. But Atusa is overdue. She promises to come at noon. We are afraid to stay, afraid to leave. She says there is a shelter in the marshes outside the fort. She says she brings us there first. She knows a safe path. We wait for a boat, and then we go. Wherever we make a new home. I see. I see. We hope for nothing then. I liked.
Can you feel it? Can you feel the darkness approaching? Does it cast a long shadow on you as it does me? My heart frosts over as if I've been violated by nothingness itself. It threatens to consume me.
To these turtles. They're transforming. Swallowed too much seawater, by the looks of him.
Foolish to attempt an escape by sea in these waters.
A moment's pause. I had thought us too wicked for rest.
Fasten tight.
this?
I found something. I'm not opposed to manual labor, if circumstances require.
Everything has a heart. Everything has a heart, except lizards.
Brachus Rex, for it is he, stares stonily out to sea. The statue thrums. You feel its power reach into you. The child has a small mirror in his hand.
I'm not supposed to talk to lizards.
Really? Like, what kind of stories?
A dragon that marries an elf? That sounds silly. Can I hear it anyway?
You warmly tell the tale of the dragon, but despite your best efforts, you notice that your knowledge of legends and monsters is somehow upsetting the child.
Are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings the bad void things here?
The child looks at you straight on, unafraid, searching your face. He lifts his mirror to his nose, closes one eye, and looks at himself again.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong. Or crazy. Maybe you're right. At least they don't mind where anyone goes. They know we can't leave the island, but it's a lot nicer out here than outside. They're gone now. Their Majesties took them all, but you didn't die. I guess I am, but there isn't anywhere safer. That's what I mean. You'll see.
The child has a small mirror.
I'm not supposed to talk to elves. Pa told me elves and lizards and dwarves bring bad guys. Void guys. That's right, isn't it? I guess I'm a sorcerer too. That's why I'm here, right? And you too?
The child screws up his face and looks at you hard. He lifts his mirror up to his nose, closes one eye, and looks at him.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong. Or crazy. Maybe you're right, but you didn't die. There isn't anywhere safer. You'll see. I guess I am.
Brachus Rex, for the old king responds.
head of the crew. 3... Hey, mister. It's a lot nicer here than that stinking boat, huh? I'm sure glad some of the others made it out alive too. Saw one of them wringing out their tunic at the shore a few hours ago. Say hi for me. Hey, lady. I'm sure glad some of the...
He hasn't changed a bit. Always late.
I'm not mad, darling. I'm not mad. Sweetheart?
Ah, Crabby!
Vara, she ain't coming back.
Mummy's right here. Where are you?
Pipe down, Vara. It's time to accept reality.
Subir gently places a hand on the small of your bag. Her mouth reaches your ear with a whisper.
Let me have a word with the gentleman, would you? I've a little clue to follow up on.
Subir steps forward and asks Griff the cook about the lone wolves. A dead little birdie told her he's the man to talk to. A little back and forth ensues. Money crosses hands, and before you know it, Subir stands back beside you, all smiles.
Thank you. We should make good on our escape, you know. I have to see a man about a wolf in the hollow marshes. Naught but a whelp in skillful hands, I'm sure. Zalaskar's his name. A name for the taking, if it comes to that.
I got that special shipment you was asking after.
Worse than war rations, these. Ain't fit for beasts.
When another divine arises, will source change back? What if there are no sources? Yet so quickly, we find source so dangerous.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
I got that special shipment you was asking after.
To avoid Woken are attracted to source.
Take your coin, then.
Griff glances from his blade to you and back again.
You already know the terms. Nothing else to say. Spare the indignation and hand it over. Now. Good girl. Looks like everything's accounted for. Now the important question. Who's the thief?
He raises an eyebrow.
Looks like someone did my job for me. Your guy's free to go. He should be fine. Eventually.
It is done. And quickly. I thank you. Very, very much. I hold my end of the bargain. I show you the way out. But I have something more to ask of you. Sahela, a young girl here. I am her protector, and she is everything. A ruler, a seer, a knower, a child. She cannot... cannot. It is for all our people. For the world. Give me your map. I show you the way out. A secret. Dangerous. But it leads to freedom. I give you this amulet. You must pass it to the elves who still remain. Tell them Sahela is here. They will send help. Please. She is important. I go to her. I wish you good luck, and I thank you for us all.
Save your spirit to fight the Reaper.
The dog focuses at the cat at your feet, baring its teeth and growling.
What were you thinking, messing with Griff's roots anyhow? Frightfully busy at the moment, love. Haven't got any liquor on hand, have you? This fella could use a little comfort. Why, look at that. Just what I ordered. Ain't you a peach, love? An old deal here'd thank you too if he could. Poor fella over there crossed one of Griff's card sharks and got a club to the skull. Doomed to be sure, but I'd like to ease his way out. Our healer's walk is never done. Unless everyone's dead, of course.